Huh? Hey there, Munching Mafia. Happy Sunday. And we're going into the holidays. So, what are we doing? We're not doing Wheel of Misfortune tonight. That's for sure. We're going to be doing a special. We're doing turkey and all the fixings. So, this is probably going to be a very long live. And I'm sure that Tiger's like face palming himself right now. But anyway, hello and welcome. So we got a turkey smoking. I've got a bunch of B-roll that we're going to be firing off throughout the live stream, so you could see all that nonsense. And anyway, let's get to it.
Kitchen in a century-years-old farmhouse, deep in the shadows of Mount Rainier, a kitchen witch weaves a little magic over a cast iron pot upon a stove. She whispers her spell into the universe as her pot bubbles over, spilling the brew. On YouTube every Sunday night for an hour of magic, mischief, and whimsy, cooking up food to soothe the restless soul. Go get yourself a drink, get some tasty snacks. There is still time to go party as we get this stream started. The townspeople think Sivi is a little strange, a bit spooky and a whole lot of crazy, but she pays no mind to the subdued whispers as she passes by with her ginger familiar following close behind. Of love here, a tiny pinch of passion there, with a stir of the wooden spoon. She mixes flavors that delights the soul. Like and subscribe to Munchie Mafia Official, and gently fondle that little bell icon. You may or may not receive notifications. YouTube features are so bipolar. A whiskey wish of miss money back guarantee.
Okay, so we are back. And hello to our mods. We've got Tiger, we've got Greg, and we've got Captain Brian. Yes, I can barbecue. And Greg Johnson, and of course Timmy, who's sitting over in the corner just doing nothing. So let's see, who else do we have in here? We've got Belt Loop 29, Teresa Castro, Damoose, and Desert Livin', and Canadian Family Life, and Chef Roast and Gag, Mama Ophia, and we have the Food Boat Inn. Hey, stranger, where the hell have you been, man? Then we got Bulldogs, and let's see here. Who else do we have? And that's all we got so far. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read. So I got turkey in the smoker. I've got a 12-minute long B-roll film if you want to watch it and see how we make brine and spatchcock a turkey. Would you all like to see that? Or would you want me to just go right into doing all the other stuff and then just come back for all the turkey stuff? And I also have garlic smoking for the, hopefully it'll last me through the winter because it's getting pretty cold here. Oh, Katie is also here too. Katie is in the kitchen. My my evil minion. So anyway. Oh, and Calamity Jane is here too. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Anyway, well, you all figure out if you want to see the B-roll or not. I'm going to start with something that's going to be really time consuming, and that's making cranberry sauce. So we start off with a little bit of water. It's probably too much water. Oops. Fresh cranberries. Zippy zip. And we want just enough water in there to, it's probably too much water. No, maybe not. So for a 1 pound bag, it's about 2 cups of water, maybe a little less than that. Yes, I just stuck my hand in it. Now we are going to get sugar. And we're going to get a couple cups of sugar. And we're going to let this do its thing and get happy on the stove. Get it to a boil. And the way that you find out whether or not it's done is when it starts to make popping noises and pretty much all the berries are popped. And that's pretty much it. And then you'll just let it sit and cool. And then chill it down. So we're going to stick that on the stove on high. I also cooked candied yams as well. And I'm going to have that as a separate video for later in the week. Because, hey there, Devil Dog. Hoorah. Welcome. And the other thing that is going to take a little bit of time is the stuffing. So the stuffing, we're going to go to the stuffing next. We got mushrooms that are sliced. We got celery. We have onions. We also have sourdough bread that's been cut up into cubes. Right there. I love sourdough bread. So let's come back over to the stove for a moment. We got our cast iron pan. I'm going to turn that on to medium. And then we're going to get some butter. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right. Whoa, dog. Hello, dog. All right. We're gonna get a stick of butter and we're gonna throw this into the cast iron pan. It's already been softened. Go away, dog. Go away. And we're gonna start off with the hardest vegetable first, which is going to be the celery. So I'm just gonna bring this over here so it's easier to get to. And what I like to use is Jimmy Dean sausage. But I like to use the maple in bulk. But I'm not going to use all of this. I'm only going to use half of it. because we're not making a huge family size batch for 16 people like I used to do back in the day. Come to think of it, the last time that I actually cooked a Thanksgiving dinner was just after I had brain surgery. My sous chef came over to help out with that. We had quite the lovely Thanksgiving dinner. Everybody had a lot of fun. We played Cards Against Humanity, and then I was pretty much dead to the world for several days after that. Took a lot out of me. So let's take a look and see. Oh, here's Madwood Barbecue. Welcome. We got a turkey in the smoker, and it's still doing its thing right now. We're gonna be bringing it in pretty soon. But for right now, we're going to start off with our stuffing. Jimmy Dean maple sausage and butter. And then we're going to add our celery to it. It's the hardest vegetable, takes the longest. So we're just going to kind of get the mushrooms out of the way because we don't want the mushrooms to burn. And the reason why I use maple sausage, the maple sausage, is because I just like it. It's like one of my favorite sausages to use. It's also cheap. And there's a little bit of nostalgia involved with this because my grandmother used to use Jimmy Dean sausage, but back then they didn't have the maple one. She used to use the Jimmy Dean in just about everything, including her stuffing and her country gravy. So this is kind of a subtle nod to my grandmother Elva, because I always try to take a little bit of tradition from everybody's family and incorporate it into my holiday meals. So everybody had their favorite at the table, something that they grew up with, including the stepkids and including Timmy. Timmy's family thing was cheese bread. And he was always the one that made that because that was his family's thing, and it was quite good. So we'd be munching on that just before dinner time. And it uses a very specific type of cheese. It's just a block of American cheese, but it can't be Velveeta. I found that out the hard way. I tried to argue, well, that's what Velveeta is. Oh no, that's not the same. It's just not the same.
It's not the same.
All right, shut up. I'm telling a story here. Hey, Des, welcome. So even our orphan friends, because we oftentimes hosted the orphans, our friends that were orphans that didn't have family or didn't want to go to families' homes because their families are dysfunctional idiots. So they would come over to our house for the holidays. I always try to incorporate, one of their family's favorites. They were like, I don't know, then, we just wouldn't do it, but we'd bring something, The other thing that was one of our family favorites was, in my family, was ambrosia, which is basically just canned fruit cocktail with Cool Whip, and add some extra maraschino cherries and mini marshmallows. But Timmy hates marshmallows, so we don't put it in there. I've also seen it with shredded coconut before too. So what is your favorite holiday accessory? Or are you all about turkey and the gravy? Or do you even cook turkey at your house? If you can look back at your most memorable family moment for the holidays, short of your great uncle falling asleep at the table and farting, nonstop. Okay, so we got some light popping action, so we're going to turn that down now. What was your most memorable meal? Share with the group. Story time. All right, so now we're going to just add the rest of our veggies in here, just like so. And we're going to set this pan aside for the moment. And a couple of friends that will join us for Thanksgiving. They really don't have any family or any family near. We usually always had lumpia with everything else. Well, that's cool. So Katie's into the lumpia. So Katie, it's kind of funny that you should mention that. So is your family part Filipino or something, or spent time in the Philippines or something? Had their own little ladyboy hooker or something from the Philippines? I don't know. Did I say that out loud? Oh my God, I did. I'm going to hell. All right, Derek of the Food Boat, you have a wonderful night. Try not to be so much of a stranger. A lot of us original Munchie Mafia people all met on the Food Boat channel. And then life got away from good old Derek there, and he got busy with work and stuff like that, and a lot of stuff. I haven't seen much of him lately. Months, I would say, at least. Well, that's how the community grew, was from that channel and a couple of others that shall not be named. Just to keep the drama out of here. Okay, so I got sherry, I got Madeira, I got more sherry, I got something. I don't know what I got. You know what? We're gonna go with Madeira. After Katie's kitchen, I have to look everything up. She convinced me a spatchcock was a four-legged bird. Oh my God, Katie! See what you did? It's actually a six-legged bird. It's a turducken. So it's a turkey stuffed with a duck that's stuffed with a hen. They're deboned. And then usually they're stuffed with cornbread, stuffing. Very quintessential Southern. Okay, so now we got that all going. We're gonna add thyme leaves. Now, if you are waiting for the last possible second to get your shopping done for your groceries for Thanksgiving, what you'll probably find out, you'll find out the hard way, because you'll show up and I'm gonna be like, I told you so, that the grocery store is going to be out of, yes, I use my microwave for extra storage. What you'll notice is that the grocery stores are going to be totally out of fresh herbs except for parsley. And so when it comes to making stuffing, You can definitely use dried. Not going to hurt it any, but nobody's going to notice anyhow. Where did I put all my other spices? I seem to have misplaced all my spices here. Oh no, I didn't. I just put them back there. Okay. Okay, so what I added there was rubbed sage and thyme. Now we're going to put some rosemary and some poultry seasoning, and of course we sprinkled it with some salt. Poultry seasoning. You don't want to overdo it with the dried spices and herbs because they're a little bit more concentrated in that form. And so now, whoops, what did I just do? Teresa's staying home for Thanksgiving this year. All right, so there we have that. We have our oven preheated to 350 degrees. And as far as candied yams go, I already pre-made this yesterday. We're just going to reheat it for dinner tonight. But you can put marshmallow if you want, or just omit it entirely. Like I said, Timmy doesn't like marshmallows, so we don't add it. Okay, so now we're going to take all of our saute, and we're going to just dump it right on into the bread, just like so. Set that down for a moment, and now we're just going to give this a stirry stir to get all these mixed up together, and then just start incorporating the remainder of that, because it will start to pack down the more it gets moistened. And I personally love using fresh sourdough bread instead of those croutons. I'm going to take this over to the table. It's so much easier, probably much better for viewing too. Turn that off and scoot this over. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that, set it right there.
You have a question?
I do have a question. Okay. So do you put gelatin in the cranberries? No, I do not. I allow the fruit to release its own natural pectin, and it should jelly up all on its own, just to the right consistency. You just want to let it just sit and reduce and do its thing, and then reduce temperature. It usually takes about an hour, because you want to get some of that water to evaporate. So I hope that answers your question. I mean, you can put gelatin in there, but I don't like jellied cranberry. Just don't like it. Okay, so now we got that. Now we're going to get ourselves some. God, we've got these 2 house flies in the house. It's just driving me absolutely crazy. Free range chicken stock. Oh my God, why? Twist easy to open cap to break inner seal. It's not easy to open, you guys. Simple Truth Organic, you guys suck. Your lids suck.
You want help?
No, there's a safety tab here. They don't say anything in the instructions about a safety tab. People. All right, now. Oh my God. Why? Yes, I need help. Thank you. All right. We're going to need some pepper. I love this thing.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. All right. Now, we don't want to make it too wet. just moist enough. What the hell? Okay, just moist enough. Because we don't want it to be a soggy diaper. We want it to have a little bit of body to it. All right, so set that over there. We're just going to mix this together. Is anybody going out of state for the holiday? How's Demoose getting reception in that tree? Demoose, are you up in a tree? What are you doing up in a tree? Or are you just giving Lance some grief, teasing him? I mean, if it's good for George of the Jungle, I guess it's okay for Demoose. Okay, there we go. Now it's thoroughly mixed. Don't be afraid to get in there with your hands. And so there we have that. All right. So I just need to move a few things around on the stove here so I have plenty of room to get that water to boil for our mashed potato. So we're going to move our cranberry to the front. Put that on a 5. Put the lid on it, let it do its thing. And come over here and get this going so we can get our water started. All right. So now we got our stuffing put together, just like so. And we're going to put it in the oven. Actually, no, we're not going to put it in the oven. I'm going to test it first to see if it has enough salt. Yes, it has enough salt. And just salt to taste, pepper to taste. You can put whatever other seasonings you want in there. Or you could just use your own recipe. It don't matter. You guys are just watching me just make something for meal prep for the week. It actually is pretty tasty. So it's a Seattle sourdough bread company. So dot it with some butter. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be dotted lightly with some butter. Just like so. All right. I'm going to go into the oven with this. There we go. All right, little dog, move. All right. Bottom rack, 350 degrees. We'll get the candied yams in there too while we're at it. All right. We got that going. We got that going. So how are we doing, guys? Cool. I'm so glad. These are all brand new cameras. These are all brand new cameras. I'm glad it's looking gorgeous on your TV. We just upgraded the last of the 4 cameras, and pretty pleased with it. They have all sorts of other features to them. You can move them around. You can by remote control. You can also zoom in, zoom out. But what I really like is it's got 8 microphones for each camera. There's one up here, one there, one over there, and one just up above the stove. But each one has 8 microphones in there, so it's supposed to get really good audio. But we're not trying that. We're pretty okay with the audio that we got going right now, and I'm pretty happy with them. The cameras just went on Black Friday sale. Oh, I still have some bread left.
Better eat it.
I know, right? Well, I got some smoked salmon spread in there. I'll just dip it with that. Anyway, so y'all want to stop spitting. Don't spit. Y'all want to see the video while I go and get the turkey? Hey, Brandon Palm Beach. Oh, and by the way, hi, Lance. What?
It'll pop up here in a second.
What? Yes, I'm wearing my pajamas. I've been wearing my pajamas all day. Sivi, what does the bottle say all the way in the back that's in the corner? All right. We're going to be here all night. This bottle?
I think he's talking about the one all the way in the back corner.
All the way in the back corner? All the way in the back corner. The back corner. Okay, so this one way in the back corner says Pinnacle Vodka. All my bottles got all shifted around, so it's like things are just kind of in a disarray right now. The other one that looks like a bottle. Okay. You guys are smart asses. They're all bottles. There's sherry. There's pomegranate cocktail mix. There's my other salt. I got bitters, lime, simple syrup. I got Kahlua. There's a bottle of Pepto-Bismol back there. There's another bottle of Pinnacle.
Come back and read the next one.
Oh my God, are you serious? You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Yes, I'm wearing my pajamas. I can't help myself. You guys are hilarious. So, turkey the spatchcock. Okay. So, one of the things, back to the potatoes, one of the things to make sure that your potatoes cook evenly is you should cut them into uniform pieces, just like so, and start them off in room temperature water. So, which I don't know why I put the water on to boil first. I should know better than that. I am a professional chef after all. Really, I am. Contrary to popular belief, some person called me out on Facebook yesterday. He's being a jackknob, so I told him, "Oh, who hurt you, Cupcake?" He wasn't very happy with that comment. Aren't you just a ray of sunshine? Male chefs are so egotistical, and they can be such jerks sometimes. They could just be big jerks. I don't like dealing with them half the time, just because they're jerks for the most part. At least most of them are. Majority of them are. They're also divas. It's like, show some humility, you know. No, dog. All right. So now we got our potatoes cut. That's enough for 2 days. So we're just gonna drop those in the pot of water. Get those to boil. All right. So anyway, we're no, you're fine, Belt Loop. I mean, if you want to see my fuzzy fat ass in pajamas, that's fine. That's okay. I'm fine with that. It's kind of funny. So why don't we watch the brine making and the spatchcock, which was the pre-live B-roll that I've got. And while you guys can watch that while I'm going to fetch the turkey out of the smoker.
All right.
So we'll be back to get some oranges cut. We only need to do a rough cut of our orange. Just cut them into slices. And don't worry if they've got seeds in them, because we're not going to use the seeds. it's just going to just fall by the wayside. So we're just going to throw those in there. One All right, I need you to orange. shoo the dogs away And from
Oh,
the
these
door.
are
Just standard run-of-the-mill oranges. Oops. They don't have to be any specific
Go on.
thickness. We just want to make sure that, you know, all
Come
the
on.
juice
Come on, Dory.
is going to um,
Come here, baby.
leach out into the water. And then we're going to just rough chop
Come on, we'll stay out of Mama's way.
one whole onion.
Okay, can we stay out of Mama's way, please?
That's 1/2.
Thank you.
And then we're going to go for the next one. Just like so. And we're going to put that in our pot, just like that.
Thank you. You're being a good girl. Yes, you am.
And we're going to take the bulb of one
Stay here. Dory, come back
garlic,
here.
and we're going to just
No, come here. You
slice
stay
it in
in.
half.
Come on. Stay in.
It doesn't have to be pretty.
Come here.
We're
You guys
going to
want-
need a bunch of black peppercorns. Now, it's always best to count how many black peppercorns you're putting in there so that if you have to go and dig them out, you can count them as you take them out of the pot. And if you're missing one, then you know that there's one still floating around somewhere. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 14. Bay leaves. We're going to put 4 bay leaves in the pot. And then we're going to get rosemary. Now, if you're one of those that waits till the last minute to go to the grocery store to get your holiday food, you're probably going to find that the produce aisle is going to be barren of all your fresh herbs. It's okay to use dried herbs. They're actually more concentrated in flavor than the fresh ones. So that is sage. This one is just some poultry seasoning, just like so. Now, the salt and sugar ratio should always be 2 to 1, 2 parts sugar to 1 part salt. So we're going to go 1 cup of sugar, 2 cups of sugar, and then kosher salt, we're going to go 1 cup. Doesn't have to be exact. Now, we're going to hit it with box Bordeaux or box Chardonnay. And we're going to put in just about enough to fill up the pot to the point where all of the stuff is going to be floating on the very top. Now, hold the button down, just kind of move it around with your hand. Mixy, mixy. Just stick your hand in there, feel it around, just to see where you're at. And that seems like it's pretty good right there. Bottle of apple juice or apple cider. And we're going to add that to it. To about there. We don't want to get it filled up all the way to the tippy top because when it goes to boil, then you're going to end up with it all over your stove. And we're just going to put it on the burner and we're going to get it to a boil. We're going to give it a couple stirry stirs along the way. Make sure that all that salt and sugar is absolutely dissolved. And then we're going to cool it off, and that's about it. Then we're going to just get our turkey ready, put it into a very large container. You can go and get a bucket at Home Depot or one of those Rubbermaid totes or whatever. You're going to put your turkey in there. Once when that's cooled down, then you're going to add it to your turkey and then give it some more apple juice or apple cider. So I got 1 more bottle of this. That's about 1/4 of a bottle here. So 1 1/4 bottles. And then top it off with some water. And then you're going to let it rest overnight for 12 hours. 8 to 12 hours should be fine. You always have the option to spatchcock your turkey. It will cut down on the cooking time, as well as if you have to cook multiple turkeys, you can actually fit more than one into your oven and still have enough space to do a bunch of other things. So what we're looking at right now is the backside of the turkey. This is the backbone right here. This is the butt. Um, just feel around. Don't be alarmed with this task. It's actually a lot easier than it seems. You're going to feel for that backbone, and you're going to draw your knife straight through the skin right there where the neck is. And then you're going to just draw a line straight down the other side of the backbone. Now, you're going to want some really good scissors. Now, one of the things about poultry is that the bones are actually pretty easy to break through with a good pair of scissors. I can tell you this much. These are not good scissors. These suck. There we go. And you just basically just go in and you're breaking the rib cage away from the actual backbone itself. And you just go in on the other side. Snippy, snippy, snip. Better scissors. Not much better, but better. I like to use a sheet pan because this way I can just rotate my turkey around so I can see what I'm doing as I'm going down the line. And these scissors suck too. All right, there we go. These ones are KitchenAid. All right. And we're going to actually save the backbone because we're going to add that to the smoker all on its own so that we can get all that goodness out of it, because we're going to collect all of the pan drippings in a pan on the bottom shelf so that we can make smoked gravy. There it is. And sometimes just sticking your fingers in there and feeling around really helps a lot. Okay, so I kind of gave up on the scissors, but I got to the point where I can actually find where that thigh bone meets. So we're just going to go in and feel around for the natural line for it. And there it is. And then just free up a little bit of the membrane there. Feel around in there. So there it is right there. And there we have that one. Okay, now we've got this one freed up and we got a big ice glob in there. So we're going to pull that ice glob out and then move on. Now let's clear this out right there. We want to be able to get that totally freed up. There's that. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to feel where this bone is right here on this other side. And I can see it as clear as day right there. So you might have to actually stick your hand in there and just pop that. That'll make it a lot easier. So there's the break right there. Now we're just going to follow that along. And this should just pretty much just tear right out. The bigger the bird, the more difficult this can be, but it's not really all that difficult. What I highly recommend doing is, if you've never done a spatchcock before, to just go right ahead. Oh, right-handed scissors. Just go ahead and get yourself a couple of chickens and practice on that first. There you have it. We got nice clean cuts right there. And now we're going to do what almost kind of looks like CPR on this poor old bird. And we're going to actually crack that breastbone. So now we're going to take the turkey, we're going to flip it, and we're going to just basically take our hands, we're going to just shove it down in there. Of course, this table's too tall for me. There we go. Okay, so now that we got that all nice and flattened out, let's just give it another flatten. Okay, that's about as close as we're going to get it. Okay, usually what I use for brining my turkeys is just a container. I'm throwing some lemons in here. I did not put them into my brine while we were cooking it because it tends to make it too acidic. So we want it to just be in the sweet spot. So now we're going to take our turkey. I'm going to drop it on in here. Just like so. We're going to take our brine that we made earlier and we're going to just dump it right on in there. And all over the counter too. There we go. We're going to add the rest of this apple juice. One more bottle of apple juice. We want to get this baby submerged to the best of our ability. Just lock the lid on there and stick it out on the porch and pray that a bear does not come along and steal it. Yep. Oh. Now we're going to come back over here and we're going to grab that backbone. We're going to just throw that in there. I'm going to just lay it out. And we're going to just let this rest overnight. 8 to 12 hours is ideal. I'm sorry, I'm having a moment. Just having a moment. It looks dark. It looks burnt. I know that Katie's gonna be like, charcoal. No, it's not. It's all the sugar, all the sugars help to turn the skin very dark in color. It's actually just a little slight bit overcooked, but it's, I had a little accident while trying to pull it out of the smoker. The skin tore. But oh my God, this turkey is just amazing. Now, generally, you want this to rest for about an hour or so before serving. But just want to show you just how beautiful and moist this bird is. It's not dry. I've never made a dry turkey before in my life, but see that? It just glistens. And it's so good. You can really taste the pecan wood. You can taste you can taste the brine. It's not overly salty, but it has really nice texture to it. Really good. It is undry, but it's also very dark. So anyway, now we all know that the true star to the show is actually the gravy. Right? Just agree with me. Except for I can't find my cornstarch. There it is. In the other cupboard. So what I need to do is I need to skim off the scum real quick. So let me find a dipper. There's a dipper. So I'm going to pull this pan over here to the stove so you can see all these pan drippings. This is going to give us one of the most glorious things that I've ever had in my mouth. And that's smoked gravy. If we're gonna get the guck out of there first. And it's just simple as that. Just go in with a little dipper net, dipper it out, because nobody wants that in there. Okay, good enough. Good enough for government work. Maybe just a little touch more. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna dump that in the garbage. Take that over to the sink. And we're going to take this pan and we're going to put it into our cast iron. That's going to be too much. Anyway, so there we go. There's that. Set that aside. Now we're going to just go in and give it some cornstarch. Probably too much, but that's okay. Get that out of there. Go. Now we're going to just turn the heat on to the cast iron. We're just going to whisk. Now, if you find that your pan drippings were a little too on the salty side, what you can definitely do is just go ahead and add some chicken, or pull some of it out, set it aside, and then put some chicken stock in there. And then it should be just good to go. So this is just going to take a few moments to get this back up to temp. All right. Pop over to the chat and see what everybody's up to. Don't feel bad. I have a dirty mind too, and I thought maybe the same thing you did, I'm sure. Okay. Brandon, please expand upon that. Let us know your thoughts. Hello, living and cooking. Welcome. We're just doing holiday dinner tonight. I'm doing a little bit of everything. We got stuffing in the oven. We've got candied yams in the oven that I took care of. There's going to be a video later in the week before the big holiday. And steak au poivre uses a lot more than 14 peppercorns. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All the peppercorns, Gary. All the peppercorns. All right. We don't want this to start getting all lumpy, so go over and give it a stir. Our potatoes are doing really well. Let's check on our cranberry sauce. See how we're doing there. That's looking quite good. Oh yeah. I might have put too much water in there. Sorry, Timmy. Should have had you take care of it.
That's Shouldn't have let you do it.
Huh?
Nothing. I'm being a smart ass.
Yeah, you are a smart ass. I guess it's better than being a dumbass. Let's take the lid off and let it reduce a little bit more. All right, stir. I am going to taste it though with a piece of that bread just to see where our seasonings lie. See if it's too salty. kind of weird. It's as though it doesn't have any salt at all. And there was a lot of salt in that brine. All right, so we're just going to add just a smidge of salt and see where we're at. Oopsie. Drizzling it all over the stove. That's okay. Timmy will clean it up. Well, it was the first comment that I saw when I looked back at my live chat, dude. But since we're there, come on, expand. Tell us about it. What was the comment? As I make a lot of comments. Brandon's like, why did I come in here? I don't like my potatoes silky smooth. I don't like them. I like them with the skins on. Plus, it's better for you if you eat the skins anyway. But I don't like smooth potatoes. It's like eating baby food, and I don't want to eat baby food. I want to eat mashed potatoes. I want it to have body. I want it to say, "Hey, I'm a potato." You know, not this. Hi. You're getting old, and you know your digestive system just ain't working like it used to. So here's a little pile of punishment. You know. Don't do that to me. So, clean up on aisle 2 stat. Yeah, no kidding. All right, so we got some bubblage happening over here with our gravy. Let's see how we're doing. We just need to give it a stirry stir. It's got a puddle on the very top, so we got to give it a stir. But look at that. Look how beautiful that is. It's really pulling together nicely. Yeah. So I also have like a little bit of a B-roll. It's like a really short one. It's loading up the smoker, and of course I'm in my pajamas, and maybe Timmy can get that rolling. So roll that footage, Tim. Okay, it is Sunday morning just before the live, and we are going to take this brined turkey and we're going to put it on that shelf above that pan. The drip pan is going to catch all of the drippings, and then we're going to later make smoked gravy. Here's the backbone. We're going to smoke that off, even though that's a sacrifice. But we want a lot of drippings. Now we're going to pull this turkey out. We're going to try to get all of the stuff out of what's left of the cavity. We're going to just drain it off a little bit. Rotate it around. Grab it by its legs. Just going to give it a moment to drip out. Now, it's entirely up to you if you want to do a wet brine. And it's also entirely up to you if you want to brush it with a bunch of seasoning or not. And there we have it. We want to make sure that the cavity is completely opened up. So you might have to stick your hand in there and fuss with it a little bit. Just stick your hand in there, move it around until you got it where you want it. And then we're just going to take all the brine and we're going to discard it. And we're going to fill up the hopper with some pecan. I think Ed over at Whistletop Homestead is also using pecan wood for one of his cooks today. We preheated the smoker earlier for about a half hour. I wanted to see, because we have such a cold day, how hot it was going to get. So we're going to actually jack this up to 275 degrees, which is the max that the East Oak smoker can do. And pray, because it's damn cold here in Western Washington. And you don't want to fill up your wood bin too much. Oops. Oh my God. Totally tight. Or else it just is not going to be able to breathe. Breathability is important when it comes to these cabinet smokers. All right. And now we're just going to leave it be and let it do its thing. See you in a bit. All right. So, okay. So I don't understand the question there, Belt Loop. Eyes, 8 inches? No, there's 8 microphones in each camera. On the tops, there's eight microphones. Hey there, Victoria. Welcome. First Thanksgiving? Oh my goodness. Oh, we're just making gravy right now. Okay. About the stove. The camera on the top of the stove, there's this
I
camera.
think he's talking about the heating element.
Oh, heating elements. I only have 4. I only have 4 heating elements.
Yeah,
What?
but he's questioning. The bigger ones, they have 8 rings, and the smaller ones have 5 or 6.
Yes. Yes, 8 rings. This is an old
Unless
stove.
I'm completely off base. Yeah, the heating elements. Okay.
Heating elements, yeah. Eventually, what I'd like to do is get a different stove. But this one hasn't died completely yet, although I did set it on fire not too long ago. So the heating elements. Okay, I understand now. It was like eye bolts. Can you see into the upstairs attic? No, you're fine. You're fine, Gary. Just trying to figure out what you're talking about. Man, I love to answer questions, even if we're playing wrong answers only. Okay, so now we got that going. I take this pot, move that out of the way. We're gonna check our stuff in the oven. Those are still doing its thing, and I can't see. Okay, steam's gone. So we're gonna actually turn this off. Move this to the back. Ouch. We're playing musical heating elements. So turn that back onto a 5. Put the lid kind of cockeyed. We're gonna move this over here because we got to take care of a vegetable, right? Because vegetables matter. You got to have a vegetable, but I don't like green bean casserole. I hate green bean casserole. So
You can turn off those cranberries.
huh?
They only cook for an hour.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, no, that's not what I was saying.
Vegetables need help too.
Vegetables. We need vegetables, but I hate green bean casserole. I don't know why. I just do. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take some butter. I'm going to put it in this other pan. And get this on the stove. Turn it on to a 5. Yeah, this is an old stove. I think it's like 2005. Cheese or no in your green bean casserole? I think cheese and green beans just don't go well together, but that's just me. I think it would be weird. But I just never really liked green bean casserole. Just maybe it's because when I was growing up, it was canned green beans, and cream of mushroom soup. I mean, holiday dinners around my house, my father would take the days off from cooking. He would like go and play poker with his friends and on the holidays, just so that he wouldn't have to cook food, because he cooked and cleaned all day every day, right? So he's like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not cooking for Christmas. I'm not cooking for Thanksgiving. I'm not cooking for any of these days. Left it to his wife to take care of it, and she was not a good cook. She was not a good cook. I mean, it's like we didn't have fresh mashed potato. She would make potato salad, but not fresh mashed potatoes. So we had instant mashed potatoes. We had green bean casserole out of a can, and out of another can, and yet another can. Yes, the brine tub stays chilled for 12 hours. You could probably get away with it as well as I can, Brian. I just put it out on the porch overnight. So temperatures get pretty low, and there's a lot of salt in there, and I've never had a problem with it. Now, would I do this where I work? I would not do that where I work. I would be like putting it straight away into the refrigerator, just for the simple sake that I'm feeding people. Well, we're people too, but
We don't count.
We don't count. We really don't. Okay, so instead, one of the things that I like a lot, that I'm going to start as a new tradition, because Timmy, for some strange reason, was thoroughly convinced that I absolutely hate creamed corn. And this one here is a nod to our dear friend, to one of our dear friends, who sent us a whole lot of seasoning. Where did I put it? I can't find it. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh no. All right, so we got frozen corn that's been defrosted. We're going to give it a saute. Where's my seasoning? There it is. Jim Baldridge, secret seasoning. I'm going to give it some secret seasoning. I love this stuff. This stuff is made in Nebraska. It's all natural. And they have a website. It's baldridgeseasoning.com. Stuff is good. They also have a big 1 pound tub of it as well for restaurants, for commercial use. So once when I get through with this last jar, I'm going to have to buy some more, because I'm thoroughly convinced that stuff is like the stuff, Anyway, so now I don't like adding a lot of flour to my stuff, so we're going to get some cornstarch. We're just going to toss our corn in it, right? So we got our corn in there. We got our Jim Baldridge in there. Now this, you could top with cheese. Corn and cheese go well together. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to take heavy cream. And we're just going to stir that together. We're just going to let that get happy for a bit. There we go. Our gravy is looking sexy. Our gravy is looking very sexy. Gonna give it a taste test. A little piece of bread. Oh my God. Oh. So good. So good. Oh. I'd be eating like a king for a week. And then we get to do real Thanksgiving. But it's nice to be able to, spend time with all of you all for this Thanksgiving. All right. Just another stir. Check our potatoes. The water has pretty much, yeah, those are ready. Okay. Ow. Hot. All right. I'll be right back. Stare at the corn for a while and just keep an eye on it. Make sure no ghosts come along and snatch it and throw it on the floor. All right. I got potatoes. Yeah. All right. Now, damn it. Oh, Mr. Okay. So now we got our potato. And one of the things about potatoes is I like to use the waxy potatoes, which are like the Yukon Golds, the Reds, etc., because I like the way that they mash, and it's not too starchy. They're not overly starchy. Okay, so now I told you to keep an eye on my damn corn, you people. Good God. I'm gonna splash a little bit of chicken stock in there. Okay, a little smidge of chicken stock. I told you all to keep an eye on that, and you guys aren't doing your job. No food for you. All right. Maybe just a little bit more. Alrighty. There we go. Give it another stir. Now it won't be so angry. So hangry. Oh, so very hangry. All right. There. Might need to put a little bit more in there in a little bit. Okay. Pop that back over here. Cotija? Yes. Cotija is one of those things that's just absolutely necessary. You know what? I'm going to put a little splash more chicken stock in there. I don't want to give it all the chicken stock, though. Okay. There we go. Put that on low. Alrighty. There we have it. Okay, back to our pot of potato. The reason why I like to leave my skins on my potatoes is number one, the potato skin helps to prevent scurvy. Not that I have any risk of getting scurvy, but just the thought of scurvy doesn't sound like fun at all. So it's also a lot of vitamins and minerals that is in the potato skin, but not the potato itself. So if you're going to eat the potato, you might as well eat the potato skin too, so you get all the benefits of that. All right, so whole milk. I'm going to be getting lactate tonight. All right, so I like to use freeze-dried chives in my potato. Okay. A little smidge of milk. And I used up the last of my butter by accident. Normally you throw a stick of butter in here. Butter's always better. So, salt and pepper to taste. Yeah, the corn's to die for, Mama. Oh, to die for. Whoops. Ah, Wreck-It Ralph. All right. Things are great for old people. Okay. You could also put sour cream in your potato if you would prefer instead of milk. You can also put a little bit of cream cheese in there. You can add cheese to it and all sorts of things. You can add whatever the hell you want. It's your potato. So there's our potato. Skin on the baked potatoes. Yeah, you always, if you don't leave the skin on a baked potato, it gets all weird.
No, you have to read the comment up higher to make it make sense. Don't read my shit. I just respond.
Okay, don't read your shit. Okay. All right. Did you hear that? He told me not to pay any mind to him. That's what he said. All right.
We actually won those from Al Lunacy Barbecue.
Oh, that's right. We did, didn't we? I'm just thankful that it wasn't the smoothie mixer, Katie and Des. Oh, smoothie mixer. Oh boy. Who ended up winning that? Who ended up winning the smoothie mixer? Does anybody remember who ended up winning that? That was so damn funny. For those who don't know what a smoothie mixer is, it's not a smoothie mixer in a sense that you would think if you were just an ordinary person that was walking into an inside joke for the very first time. It's not for smoothies. It's not for mixing. It's a vibrator. Anyway.
Des may be right. It may have been David.
David?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Stephen and Jacqueline. Hello. Welcome. We're just making a mess. So we got our turkey here, and we got our mashed potatoes here, and we got our cranberry sauce in the back. We have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And so let's get around to plating. So first off, we need mashed potato. And I like my mashed potatoes to have some texture to it. I like it to stand upright and say, hey, I'm a potato. I like that. All right, now we're going to get the ladle. Actually, first I'm going to take all the other stuff out of the oven. So let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. Cranberry is going. What?
Nothing. I'm trying to read something. I'm reading back.
You're reading back? Okay. Well, can't see. I can't see. All right. Blasted in the face. There we go. Candy yams.
Oh, Greg won it.
That's what I thought. Greg, so how was it? Does it meet
His
your
girlfriend was pissed.
Huh?
His girlfriend was pissed.
His girlfriend was pissed. Oh no. Please tell me that she didn't leave you. What in tarnation do I need that for? All right, so this is very hot. So anyway, let's put it right here on top. Can you see that on the upstairs camera? Okay, so stuffing.
There you go.
Hmm?
I'm confident everything's working now, so I'll give you your big picture.
My big picture? I don't know what you mean. Oh, okay, I can see that. All right, now we got that going. Now we just need some sweet potato. Put that right there. Check that out. Oh my God, it smells so good. The video for that will be up soon, just before Thanksgiving. So now we got our 3 sides there. Now when it comes to the corn, what I like to do is I like to serve that in a little soup dish instead. Just because it needs its own container. All right. Now get over here and get our turkey carved. So there's our turkey leg. And it's still nice and warm. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Nice. So very nice. A beautiful texture to it. So I think after the holiday, what I'm going to need to do is work on turkey pot pies, because Gary, I think it was Gary. Was it Gary or was it Lance? One of those 2 guys was talking about
Lance.
Oh, it was Lance. That's right. Sleeper barbecue, grills to grill, or grills to gills, gills to grills. Sleeper barbecue. Our buddy Lancey. He was talking about pot pies on his live stream today, and I love pot pies. All right. A little bit of that. That's a Timmy size. This is going to be a Sivi size. Oh yeah, look how moist that is. It's just dripping. Okay, there we go. Yes, the gravy is sexy. See here. Where's my ladle? Where's my ladle? All right. Who wants to see the gravy? You want yours over the turkey or just the potato?
Mostly potatoes.
Mostly potatoes. Okay, so I gotta move.
I gotta tear it up for the dog, some for the dogs.
Well, okay, so here's the gravy. Look at
that.
Yeah, I know. Right. Smoked gravy. smoked gravy. I like mine over both. Huh?
Nothing.
Will you stop doing that? You're stressing me out. You're ruining the vibe, man. You're ruining the vibe. What is he muttering? All right. Hey, Joey. Hey, Larry. Welcome. So, anyhow, there it is. One with gravy on the turkey, one with gravy not on the turkey. Which do you prefer? I do know that we need little ramekins for the corn though. So, corn ramekins, corny corn. Timmy's gonna be in dish hell tomorrow. Not enough corn. Okay, there we go. It's a perfect amount. Put that right there. And put that right there on the next plate. There we go. Just like so. And that's how we do the holidays. What you think? All right. So which camera should we do a sexy photo of? You guys want to see the one with the turkey or the gravy on top of the turkey? So you can see how sexy that looks. Go over here to select camera one. I can't see if I'm.
Yep, there you go.
There we go. Just like so. Is that sexy or is that sexy? Well, you know, Eddie, there's always a solution to that. You do have a turkey running around your yard that's actually named Thanksgiving. What if we were to just, anyway. Go back to the other camera at the table and lift it up. Okay, so.
All right, just a minute. I'm coming. Right. There you go.
I don't have my twirly thing. Shut up, Sivi. Okay, devil dog. There we go. That's the one without. With the gravy on the side. Oh, yeah, I know, right, Tiger? Forgot to get the dinner rolls out. Oh well. We'll just make sliders with it. We do need some cranberry sauce, though, don't we?
Cranberry sauce has to cool.
Yeah, it has to cool, but I like mine a little on the hot side. What?
Okay.
What? Oh, wait a minute. Wrong pot. But yes, you're right. It does need to cool, but as you can see, it's got skin on it. So it's going to thicken up nicely. It's reduced half as it is, but I'm going to take mine because I actually like mine on my turkey. Add a little bit of color to it. There we go. It's a little on the loose side right now, but when it cools, tomorrow it'll be perfect. So let's go to the upstairs camera instead of looking at my ass. There we go. Now it just looks like roadkill. Anyhow, so there we have it, everybody. Hi, Tato. Welcome. Alrighty, Rue. Boss Hog, hello. And there is Whistle Stop Homestead. Anyway, it does look great. Thank you very much for noticing that, Mama O. So,
ready for the wheel?
Well, almost. So the smoked gravy, I want to explain the smoked gravy. The smoked gravy is simple in its own way because it's just, basically the byproduct of the turkey, right? And you just add a little cornstarch, heat it up, adjust it with some salt or whatever, and it's good to go. It's kind of a one and done sort of thing. I wish I could share this with all of y'all. So if you have a smoker, what you do is just put a pan, as you saw in the video, in the bottom of the on the bottom shelf, and let all the drippings fall into that, and just bring it in the house, and you just saw that too. So for those of you that came in a little too late and didn't see how the gravy got put together, go and rewatch. You're gonna want to, because smoked gravy, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. And whatever leftovers you got for gravy, you can always use it as a pot pie filling, or um, cottage pie is also a good one. That's also a good leftover dish where you take your leftover mashed potatoes and put it over the top, and it's not a shepherd's pie because shepherd's pie is supposed to be lamb, but cottage pie is, whatever other kind of meat you got that's barnyard like, kind of like Double Dog's turkey, named Thanksgiving. How ironic.
How
So
ironic that you're eating one without the gravy on the turkey.
what? I'm eating it off the mashed potato, but man, it's so good, it's so delicious. So anyway, I guess we have the wheel to spin to find out who is next week's featured for Show Up for Shout Out. So Timmy has been collecting all the names, and what we do is the mods all keep track of all the content creators that do come in to um, check out the channel. Huh?
I keep track of that.
Oh, you do? Oh, yeah, he does. So anyway, he puts their names on the wheel and gets it ready for the Show Up for Shout Out. So people have wondered what Show Up for Shout Out is. It's an outro. Um, it's part of our outro, and I actually create a song, a little snippet in the song for that channel, as well as put some graphics up, and then you also get to be put into the big grand avatar splash screen that's got everybody as an avatar. So in order to stay on that list, you have to come and visit us from time to time, and not just do a drive by, hi bye, sort of thing. Stay for a few minutes or something like that. It's not every single live. You don't have to show up for every single live. So
Put the fork down and step away from the plate.
I can't step away from the mother freaking plate because it's so good. I'm so hungry right now. Anyway, so let's make sure that your names are on the wheel. Daddy Dutch Barbecue, Carolina Country, Stephen and Jacqueline Bout Dat Van Life or Land Life. God, can I? Sorry, Boss Hog. I keep getting stuck on that because it was Van Life. Land Life, Joey, When Larry Sings, Toto, Belt Loop 29, Demus, Desert Living, Canadian Family Life, Greg Johnson, She Cooks and Roasts, The Food Boat, Bulldogs, Captain Brian, Calamity Jane, Katie's Kitchen, Devil Dog, which is spelled wrong, Madwood Barbecue, Dez, Whistle Top Hosted, Whistle Stop Homestead. I'm kidding, Ed. Sleeper Barbecue, Brandon of Palm Beach, Michi, East Wind Farms, Living and Cooking, Daddy Dutch Barbecue. So,
if your name's not up there, say something.
If your name is not up here, say so. I didn't. She Cooks and Roasts is not on there. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, there she is. She Cooks and Roasts. There she is. And Bulldogs and Food Boat, Captain Brian, Calamity Jane, Katie. Okay. All right.
All right.
Yes, Brandon, smoked gravy. It's just freaking amazing. It is just it will change your outlook on gravy because I've never really been much of a gravy person unless it's sausage gravy. But that right there, oh God, it's just it will change your mind. It'll change your outlook on life. It will probably even raise your credit score. It won't, but I thought it was funny. Laugh, damn it, laugh. So, hello, Beverly Muffet. Welcome.
Dad heard the wheel.
Beverly?
Yeah. She just showed up, so we'll add her to the wheel.
Okay, we're going to add you to the wheel, Beverly Moffett. Bottled smoke would do the same thing. You know, Gary, I really don't like liquid smoke. It tastes too much like chemical to me. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mama O.
Okay.
All right.
I believe we are all there now.
Are we all there now? Okay. I really want to stuff my face with this bit of turkey. I just want to rub it all over my body and just go sit in the corner,
M&T?
listen to some Barry White, and have some candlelight and maybe a glass of wine, and just sit there in darkness by candlelight, covered in gravy, listening to Barry White,
okay.
naked.
There is cooking and living, or living and cooking.
I feel my soul leaving my body right now. Oh.
All right, away we go.
Hey, the triangle thing isn't on me any longer. Bummer. I'll be okay. Just kidding. All right, here we go. So, what do we got? Dez. We got Dez. Dez. Congratulations, Dez. Yay. Go you. All right. So, before we embark on our holiday festivities, just keep in mind that it's not worth it to drink and drive. So please have a designated driver or just wait till you get home. Okay. Some of the things that you can do for your community to help to make your world just a little smaller and a little bit more community-like is you could go and donate blood to the local blood bank before ahead of the holiday season. You could donate to food banks. And I'm not talking emptying out your pantry with stuff that's nearly expired. Maybe just find some things that would be cool. Because also keep in mind that parents that are struggling right now, their children are going to be out of school for a few extra days. So having some snacky things that are healthy and extra cereal or in boxes of cereal and stuff like that would go a long way in their households. But with that in mind, practice kindness and don't forget to cook with love and eat with passion. So thanks a lot. Happy holidays. Have a good night.
Mafia, it is that time. We really hate saying goodbye, so let's just say a fond good night, or even a sad little you follow that light bulb lovingly and go back to your life as it were before you hit that play button on YouTube. If you haven't yet, subscribe to Munchie Mafia Official. Now is the time. What's stopping you? Since you're still here on YouTube, please check in on our friend Glenn. We're still waiting for him to publish some sort of content. His channel is still coming soon. Oh, thank you to Rouge, get on with it already. Subscribe and wave like the rest of us to Dalu's 1829. Is that a bikini on his antlers? Oh, that must have been one crazy party. Where was our invite, Glenn? Ooh, thanks for coming, and please remember, as you are in your very own kitchen and cooking for your family, community, and friends, to always cook with love and always eat with passion. Whoever suggested those damn Twizzlers is going to hell for that one. And Chef Sivi says, stir up some magic. Whiskey, whiskey, a little mischief. Bakey, bake a little mystery with the spinning wheel of misfortune. Whoa. We really hate saying goodbye, so let's just say a fun good night, or even a sad little toodaloo. Perhaps even until next time, maybe even a ta-ta for now. We'll be here or on off-topic squirrel, because Butchie